We thank you all for tuning in tonight, and we thank the drivers for joining us for the first ever race of full throttle racing taking place tonight at Silverstone in a few short moments. We've got quali underway, an 18-minute qualifying session followed by 26 laps around the Silverstone circuit holding the British Grand Prix tonight. We thank you for tuning in, and let's get started. Let's talk about the track. We've got 5.891 kilometres around 18 corners. We begin with Abbey going through the various corners to the Wellington Straight, down to the famous Luffield and Woodcote and Copse, where it's famous for the Hamilton versus Verstappen
big crash there.
Very, very big crash in 2021, to Maggots and Beckett's, the Hanger Straight, through Stowe, and finally the chicane, notorious for Through Goes Hamilton in 2022. What an overtake that was, and hopefully we'll see overtakes like that tonight.
Yeah, we are looking now at the pit lane. It is raining, but I'm kind of worried we have a glitch here, because you can see at the top of your screen, session is starting now, apparently, but it might be the connection with the American driver of McDreamy 90, so we'll give it. Oh, there we go. It's starting now.
So we'll start it now. Speaking of McDreamy, he's been racing for 2 years now in sim racing, so we should have a lot of experience. Yes, we've only got 5 drivers tonight. There was an issue with the PlayStation servers that's caused about half of our drivers to not be able to attend this race tonight. But we hope that the servers get fixed by the time we have our next race, where we still hope for an amazing time as we get quali underway now.
Yep, I don't think the drivers were expecting to drive an Inters. They might not even have setups ready for the rain, so this might be a could be a lot of crashes, actually, I have to say first.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult because you have to wait for the track to dry out. There's going to be no grip at all. You can even see on Potato Pilot he's kind of struggling with the grip there.
Yeah, he's just slipping everywhere, understeering everywhere. I don't think he had a setup ready for the rain. As he's coming down to Brooklands now, trying to weave those tyres, not much so he doesn't overheat, because the Inters do overheat a lot in the rain, but he's being smart with his decision and just keeping his tyres cool without burning them out.
Yes. He has a lot of experience with racing, actually. According to our facts, he karts for fun, actually, and he is in love with McLaren. Kind of fitting, because he did choose McLaren. He did choose to race for McLaren, I should say. As he now comes through past Woodcote into Copse. Hopefully he doesn't lose the car while he's trying to warm those tyres.
Yeah, keeping it nice, tidy, safe in there. So he's coming through Maggots and Beckett's now, down through Chapel. Looks like he's getting his... Oh, he's gone off!
Oh, yeah.
Looks like he's made a mistake. He had too much tyre spin there. That shouldn't cost him that much, because the Inters do last way more than the dry tyres, so he should be fine there. Going back to weaving, coming into Stowe now, I think he should be fine there.
Yes, we got 3 other drivers coming out as well. We've got the 2 Ferraris of Dominique and McDreamy, and we also got... slow it down. And we also got the Aston Martin of Mel Ford's 11.
Yeah, everyone's out for their outlap. Dominique's just trying to make a big gap so he doesn't get any dirty air. Lagging a bit, but should be fine for qualifying in the race.
Yeah, so we have to say he is pretty experienced. Like I said, he's been sim racing for 2 years, so I think he'll have no trouble in these conditions. As we go on board now, Potato Pilot, who starts his lap. A little bit of loss of traction in turn number 1 and 2. Doesn't seem to be affecting his lap at all. Into turn 3 we go. Beautiful little right-hander, perfectly controlled there. Down into number 4. As he now sets himself up for turn number 5 into the Wellington Straight.
There's been yellow flags. I think there's been a crash.
There's
no force. No.
Crash. No,
just making gaps. So
yeah,
he
probably
just
he needs to. Yeah.
Like that. Well, let's go back to Potato Pilot here.
Indeed, we need to see how this lap will finish.
Going around Luffield now. Looks good. We don't really know yet compared to the other drivers, because he is the leading driver on track currently. He will set, of course, the fastest lap time, but he's definitely saving his battery so he can use it a lot on the straight coming up to Stowe now. So he's coming through Copse.
Yeah, just
nice, tidy, just control. Not fast,
but really slow. Yeah, exactly.
First lap.
I think, first lap, lack of grip. So it's all about trying to keep it on the track there. And it's pretty difficult in these conditions. We've seen it before in real life and in F1. So I think it's just all about not crashing for the first few laps, and once they get that dry line, they'll be able to push a bit more.
Yeah, hi Venny. Nice for you to join in. But so as we see Potato Pilot now coming into Stowe, I meant. Still, it looks like he's going to run out. Yeah, he's going to run out of ERS before the finish line. That's going to cost him a lot of time on acceleration.
Yes, indeed. As now Coconut has started his flyer. So now all drivers are now either on a lap or have just completed a lap, like Potato Pilot. There's a 1:47.36 to kick off the rapid surge of times which are soon to come from the 3 cars behind him, and then Coconut following close behind on the Wellington straight. We go on board now with Dominique coming around Copse a little bit wide. We're on regular track limits, so it won't really affect you if you go wide at Copse, but it's still not ideal for lap time and things like that.
Bit squabbly going through Maggots and Beckett's here. I don't think it's going to cost him much because he has definitely saved his ERS like Potato Pilot, so he can use it here. He's going to be smart with it and save a bit more so he can reach the finish line compared to Potato Pilot that ran out of ERS before the finishing line, which cost him a lot of acceleration and time. So come with Dominique going through Vale now, the Lewis Hamilton famous overtaking spot.
Exactly.
He's coming through. Big Dreamy with a 1:42 P2 for him.
It's looking like a better lap for Dominique already, and it is about 3 seconds ahead of Potato Pilot. So he's already setting faster lap times. I'm not sure if it's just because of the track. I think Big Dreamy's got off a little bit there. We go on board with Coco Pilot. He himself is pretty experienced. He raced in F4 actually once.
Wow. Big achievement, especially for any driver, because of course costs a lot of skill, a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. The money, I think, is probably the biggest problem. He goes second fastest, only about 4/10 behind Dominique, so already setting himself in third as one of the front runners for tonight's race.
I don't know if we'll see here, but it would be smart just to stay out because Inters do last for a long time, but Potato Pilot does come in.
It's probably, yeah, you can see on the screen now it's got a lack of fuel, so I think it's just strategic. They all put one fuel, so they need to come in either way, even if the Inters are the best tyre.
We're seeing Mel Force here now at Luffield, going a bit slow. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's definitely not creating any gap. I think he's just run out of fuel, to be honest. I don't know what he's doing. Just taking adventure.
Just cutting some grass here.
As we see off Coconut's point of view.
Yeah, he won't be impeded, but still, I think he'd like to get out of the way.
Yeah, hopefully no penalty.
Yeah,
just getting out of the way.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That was nice.
Yeah,
even if Coconut is... Well, he might be on the lap, actually. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But by the looks of things, it doesn't look like he is on the lap.
Yeah, just taking in some adventure in the Silverstone muddy grass.
It's an interesting track. I want to take an adventure.
Yeah, very wide open track.
Dominique, oh shoot.
Oh,
he sets at 136. Now you can now see that track is really starting to dry up now. It's really, the grip's finally coming into the tyres, the temperature and all that. I think they're now starting to feel more confident pushing for faster lap times now.
Yeah, we should have looked at Dominique's lap, but we were thinking everyone would follow Potato Pilot in the pits because we didn't expect every driver to stay out.
Exactly, but I think you'll have to come in now because you can see he's running low on fuel.
Yeah.
Coconut, he's on his hot lap actually. He's gone for a 1:38, so no improvement. No improvement there. He just starts actually his flying lap. That's my bad. As he comes into turn number 3, long right-hander. Memorable for the battle with Verstappen and Norris in 2024, I think.
I think so, yes, you're right.
Coming through to the Wellington straight, another great area for overtaking. Coming into that first DRS zone, he's got that rear wing open. Actually, he doesn't have it open. What am I saying?
He's 4/10 up on his fastest time here. Could be a really good lap, consistent lap.
Yeah, compared to Dominique's time before, and considering how much he improved, I think it could be provisional pole for Coconut.
Yeah, the only con of driving in the wet is that they do disable DRS. So this means more ERS usage because you don't have a slipstream boost.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with most drivers here, really. They're just running out of ERS.
Yeah, we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. That's one of the Ferraris has gone off. I think he's back on track now. I think he just got a bit wide.
Coming into the pits.
Yeah, I think McDreamy and Dominique, I think, is starting either his lap or he's coming to pits now. Oh yeah, he has come into pits
Yeah,
now.
see, there's the problem, because so many people are not used to this amount or this less of ERS usage around Silverstone in the wets. They're just running out of ERS
Exactly,
before the
like
finish line.
Coconut now, he's run out of ERS, he's going to come through, he's going to lose lots of time, but I think he'll still improve a fair amount. He's coming through the final corner,
close.
34, 35, 36, 37, 36,
Doesn't improve, but
3
by a
tenths.
whole second.
He is closer to Dominique now than he was on their first lap, so that is a bit of an improvement by provisionally 1/10, I guess you could technically say.
Yeah, all the tiny differences make big differences on track. Like you can tell, because Dominique, I think, is the only driver to keep all his ERS usage during the whole lap by not over excessive usage of it.
Yeah, exactly. We see now Potato Pilot. He's on his outlap. I think he's got the new set of inters on now. He's got more fuel. He's ready to give it a go. We've already seen there's definitely a lot of improvements you can make around the track.
Yep, it's coming on for his lap. Hopefully he doesn't use as much ERS usage. I'll keep on repeating it, and again. But it will save you so much time if you keep all that ERS in the battery.
Exactly. I think I don't know, that's Melford's on outlap actually, so he needs to let Potato Pilot pass on that Wellington straight.
Might give him a slipstream.
Yeah, I could give him the slipstream, but at the end of the day, he's either going to have to let him pass there or on Cops, because Potato Pilot's just going to get closer and closer. There's no chance he won't let him pass before Maggots and Beckett. So we got a yellow flag at Maggots and Beckett, caused by Coconut, probably just running wide a little bit because of that lack of grip.
So we have Melforce let past the driver of Potato Pilot, didn't want to give him a slipstream, doesn't want to give anyone a slipstream here because you're just going to give everyone an advantage. Like basically a homemade DRS in the wet.
Exactly. See him coming through Corps, getting control. He does control
Very
it pretty
wide
well. A tiny, ever so slightly oversteered there.
Coming through
But
Maggots
it shouldn't cost him too much time. He is still improving by a really, really large amount.
Still has a lot of ERS. We're going to see how well he does in Sector 2. What will it be? It is a second up on his time. This could be good.
Doesn't look like it will be necessarily in the top two, but it will still be an improvement. It will kind of give him confidence to go and push when the track hopefully becomes a little bit drier. It depends if the rain's ever going to stop.
Yeah,
or if it's just going to kind of stop, but then the track's still going to be a bit wet.
as we see, Potato Pilot making that great ERS usage, gets up to P3, is though 3 seconds, under 3 seconds behind the front pack.
You see now Melford's on his lap now, coming into the Hamilton straight. I love that it's called the Hamilton straight. I think it's
very nice.
I think it's just like really respectful of Hamilton. It kind of just reminds us of his legacy and how important he is to the sport.
Yeah, I think I'm probably wrong here, but is that 7 wins at his home?
I think it's 9 actually. Yeah, he got his 9th in 2024.
Yeah, very impressive.
Really memorable win that I was watching it. I was literally cheering. I know some people actually went to that race. I think our Archer Arava went to that race. He got to see Hamilton win. I think it's like a good luck curse, to be honest, because he went to Miami and he saw Norris win, and then he went to Silverstone and he saw Hamilton win.
Yeah, it's just like good luck charm for Hamilton.
Exactly.
Hamilton's never really had a bad race around Silverstone. Like even in 2022 with his so-called horrible car.
Yeah, but you could
P3.
argue 2022 and 3 were pretty bad.
And you
see
see
Melfors
Melfors go
goes wide. Going wide, lack of grip, probably turning in too late, or just take the corner way too fast. But again, these conditions are really unpredictable. So there's not really much you can expect. We can see a dry line coming though, and he's just trying to cool down his tyres, I think.
Yeah, that's a smart way, because I think he'll go for another lap. Because it's just, if you do too much tyre spin off the wet line, then you just get tyre wear, obviously, which will just decrease your time really around here, Silverstone, because there are very many technical corners, even the chicanes, because the exit you have to be so careful on the traction. But as we see Melfors come, he does improve on his time, but doesn't improve position change. Still 4th place.
Speaking of position change, McJereme's still in last. I'm not sure if he's improving or not. Coming round turn 4 now, a little bit wide, clipping the grass a little bit, so I might lose a little bit of time. He's taking that dry line. They all starting to make good advantage of that dry line now. It's giving them so much more grip, so much more time. He improves by 2.5 tenths of a second now into sector 1 coming through Luffield.
Yeah, it helps especially people without the racing line assist on, because it just really shows how the track curves around each corner. So then again, yeah, it gives you the advantage. But as we see McDreamy now go around Cobbs, he does keep it tidy and on the apex, but isn't as fast as others. He's going to have to improve on that.
That is, most of them are taking about 150, 160. He took it around lap 145 there, so that has cost him a bit. But I think it'll be okay. A little bit of oversteering to Maggots and Beckett's, especially in that Beckett's bar. We can see Dominique spinning round. But McDreamy improved by 1.4 seconds. Dominique is back on the road. I don't think it's anything serious. Probably just clip the grass a bit, or maybe wet part of the circuit. That's oversteered his car a bit. We see McDreamy now coming into Stowe and now Vale into the beautiful chicane. Left, right, and right again. Before we see his final lap time, tiny bit of oversteer. He's trying to get that power down as best as he can, and improves his time. It is close, but he does not improve his position. He stays 5th and last, and it's worth noting in today's race, because of the lack of drivers, the point allocation is a little bit different. First place will be gaining 10 points, second place will be gaining 8 points, and third place will be gaining 6 points. 4th and 5th will not be allocated points today, and this is only because of the PS servers going a bit haywire, crashing out if you want. So it's kind of messed up our plans entirely, but we're going to make do, and then we'll just see what we can do next race.
Yeah, as I can see here with the times, the bottom 3 do have pretty similar pace here. We don't know if it will rain or not for the race to come, but it looks all like similar pace here with the top 3, or sorry, bottom 3 I should say, because yeah, only top 3 can get points here, so it can be a big fight, 4-position fight for 1 place and 3rd. Yeah. So it's going to be a very big fight, with also the front 2 fighting it for the win.
Little yellow flag, Potato Pilot letting Coconut pass, a little bit of big snap from McDreamy.
Crazy there.
Letting Coconut pass, who's on his outlap. I think he didn't want to get behind. He knows Coconut's a bit faster than him. Well, I say a bit, 3 seconds faster than him. So I don't think he'd want to be ahead, because it means Coconut's just going to have to overtake, and it's going to mess up his lap time so much. As we've got 2 minutes now, Mel Fours and McDreamy are in the pits. Now this could really cost him if they don't get out in time. Mel Fours is coming out, but I don't think McDreamy's going to make it. I think he's going to stay in 5th. I think his qualifying is done.
Yeah, I don't see him go anywhere in the pits.
Yeah, no, he's in the garage, so he could. There's a chance, but with the lap, no, it's over. No, he can't. He's out. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. As Coconut starting his lap now. Everyone else out on their out lap. So this is it. This is the final stretch. McDreamy in 5th. So now it's just a question of who will finish first and who will finish second. And I think it only can be between Dominique and Coconut, because their pace has been incredibly strong, unlike anything else we've seen from the other drivers so far.
Yeah, it's going to be close here. Coconut coming through Brooklands now on the helicopter cam. Very good cam to see where they're going on the track. Everything looks nice and tidy. Of course, you want to take an apex straight away early and then go wide and then hit the last apex. But as we're coming here, 60% still in the battery. Approaching Cops now. We will go on board for him here. Can he keep it tidy? It looks good to me.
Yeah, it does look good. A little bit wide, past that white line. But again, it doesn't matter, because it is only on regular for this session and the race as well. Potato Pilot's also on his lap. Dominique still on his out lap, but he does cross the line now, so he will get to start his lap. Mel Fours is cutting it.
Sector.
Yeah, purple sector for Coconut. Mel Fours is cutting it really close. He's got 19 seconds to get across the line. I think he can do it, but
it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. He just might be able to.
But as we see Coconut now, he was 9 tenths up, but has used all his deployment in his battery. I think it should be enough. It's going to be close. As he crosses the finish line now, to end of qualifying, and it's
a 1:35, a whole second ahead of Dominique now. So it is now flat to the floor. It's all hands on deck for Dominique. Can he take back the pole position that Coconut took from him? Can Potato Pilot? No, Potato Pilot's done. He's done. He's in third. It's a 1:38.288 for Potato Pilot. So he's in third. Can Mel Fors maybe improve on his last lap? He's coming through Wellington Straight now. We have Dominique coming through Copse. Yeah, wide into Copse again. So many of them going wide, but I think I can't really blame him, to be fair, because it is a bit easy to go wide there. It's really technical, and then yeah.
He is saving up his ERS. I will keep on repeating it over and over again, but he has 80% in the tack.
Indeed, I think he needs to use it now. The top speed, again, it's going to be severely limited anyway, so he may as well just use it on the straights now. What I would do, I think I would just deploy it from here until the finish line.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but every corner I just see every single driver. Oversteer, understeer, Tokyo drift.
It's looking like a better lap for Dominique, but here's the real question. Can he take it away from Coconut and take back his spot on the top? Oh, but he does. It is pole by 2/10. By any chance, could Mel Fors maybe take pole position by some miracle now? He's got low fuel, he's crippling the glass, gone wide on Stowe. I think that's cost him a good position, but I think he'll still be able to get 12. Current difference of 1.1 seconds between him and Potato Pilot. He's really struggling to control it there. It's going to be incredibly close across the line, but he's done it. He's in third. So, at the end of that, it's Dominique, Coco, Mel Fors, Potato Pilot, and Mick Dreamy who'll be starting this race from 5th on the grid and last, 4 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, I agree, Venny. Very, very good qualifying. Very competitive between even the bottom 3 and the top 2. So it's very, very close between every single driver here. We're going to have a good race here at Silverstone.
Yes, indeed. We are going to have a good race, and I cannot wait to get started. I know you guys cannot wait to get started. We're going to wait for a little bit just to make sure everything's sorted with all the grid positions and stuff. Make sure no one has any concerns or anyone to complain about anything. But then after that, we'll get underway.
Yep, all good. I hope the drivers know that we're not doing a lobby reset, because I did tell them 10 minutes before the race. And it's raining.
It is raining in the race as well. It is raining in the race. Wow. I think we should go over I'm going to go over the track again just in case anyone has joined. So we're racing 26 laps around this 18-corner circuit. We've got 2 DRS zones, 1 speed trap. We've got 1 DRS zone on the Wellington Straight after turn 5. And we've got the Hanger Straight with DRS after turn 14, also more commonly known as Beckett's. We've got 153.166 kilometres of race distance in total, with a top speed of what would be 204 miles an hour, but with the rain, I think that's going to cost, about 10, 20 miles an hour, maybe 15, I'm not sure. The pit stop record currently held is 1.99 seconds, held by Red Bull in the 2023 Grand Prix. We've got 5 drivers racing for us today, a lap record of 1 minute 27.369, set by, you guessed it, the king of Silverstone, Lewis Hamilton, in 2019, a total elevation change of 11.3 metres and an estimated pit time of 29.6 seconds. So that is going to affect their strategy, and with the rain, that may affect their strategy as well, but it's going to be 3, 4, 5 red lights to get us underway, and it's lights out, it's flat to the floor, and it's a good start for Dominique Q, and a better start for Mick Dreamy behind Potato Pilot, who's already got past overtaking him, but it's already a big gap between Dominique and Coconut. Mel Fors a little bit of oversteer there, that's left him a bit vulnerable under pressure from Mick Dreamy behind, but Coconut also putting the pressure on Dominique. The top 3 are as they were. Mick Dreamy is ahead of Potato Pilot. A little bit of a bad exit for Mel Fors. That's cost him, and now he's already out of what would be the DRS range. And that's also still left him vulnerable to Mick Dreamy, who's only 3/10 behind. We've got possible strategies today. They can either go all the way on the wets, or they can make a one-stop for some newer wets or inters, depending on how the rain goes.
Because I don't think there's going to be any moves. We have had a driver that's been kicked from the race. We're going to see if we can quickly invite him. It is Mick Dreamy.
Oh yeah, we were expecting that. In America, he's got a pretty bad connection, so we were kind of expecting that. But his AI has already got him up to 3rd, so honestly, he's actually doing pretty well, yeah.
So we see Coconut just trailing behind Dominique here. I was going to say he is under a second, but that doesn't mean anything in the rain because there's going to be no DRS and it is full wet, I saw.
Exactly, and it is very, very wet. I can't even see the rest of Magnus and Beckett's. The track, it's gone from, the tarmac's gone from like black to really light grey. You could even say like white. It's so wet. McDreamy is back now, 1.9 seconds behind Coconut. Coconut, 1.2 seconds behind the Ferrari of Dominique, who sets the fastest lap, but obviously because he wasn't third. But what a getaway it was for Dominique. It was absolutely brilliant.
As we see, Melforce here, he did hit the curb on the exit of Vale. It cost a lot of... Sorry, that's my throat.
Oh, Potato Pilot going wide as well into turn number 3. Lack of grip, it's clipping the grass, and that's cost him a lot of time. He's now 2.5 seconds behind Melforce. That's just unlucky. I think a little lapse of concentration, and now they're all separated by a pretty large margin.
Yeah, I was expecting a tight race, but as you should know, it is the beginning stages of the Grand Prix. There will be many comebacks. There might even be a safety car. You never know. It will be very close, very unpredictable weather as well.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of opportunity now, and again, it's not about how you start, but it is rather how you finish. So it's been a pretty poor start for Potato Pilot and Melforce. They both lost a position, but I think they'll be able to come back. They made the best of the rain, and I think the little scrimmage hasn't really affected Potato Pilot too much. He's gaining huge amounts of time on Melforce now. He's gained about 5 tenths through Luffield and Copse. So I think Melforce is actually struggling the most out of these 5 drivers.
Yep. So we see Dominique separating the gap between him and Coconut by a whole 2.2 seconds. I didn't know it would be this far because qualifying was that close, but it's just the weather that's changing everything here, as we were on Inters earlier and now on full wet. So no grip for any driver, just Tokyo drifting around every corner.
He sets a new fast lap time, 1:43. So I wouldn't say the track is lighting up a bit, but they are starting to kind of get used to that weather. You can kind of see, if you look closely, you can kind of see a dry line kind of appearing, but I think that's just mainly the tyres where they've picked up the water, just kind of dispersed it.
Spitting off the water.
No, yeah, exactly. We see Potato Pilot now. He's made up he's making up like lots and lots of time into the Wellington straight. I think he can go for a move here. It's going to be risky, but either he holds back now, or he makes the move here, or he could just make the move later on the Hanger straight, or maybe even on Copse.
Yeah, it's getting close between Potato Pilot and Melforce here. I think he might have a chance on the straight coming into Stowe. As we see Melforce, he's too scared. He's draining all his battery. He won't have any battery.
I think he's panicking. He's there again. It's tricky conditions. The top 2 are handling it really well. Dominique's handling it slightly better than Coconut. But I think Potato Pilot, he's just confident. He knows what to do. He just needs to sit back, kind of, just wait for the opportunity to come to him. Just wait for the door to open, and then he'll just walk right through.
Yeah, Melforce is struggling on these corners, having too much wheel spin. It's definitely not his fault. The rain here is just incredibly hard.
I just need to see. Did he? No, he did pick the Inter, so it's not anything to do with the tyre that he picked. I think.
Yeah, just struggling.
Yeah, it wasn't this bad in quali. Potato Pilot, a little bit of contact, but then he's going to try and make the move around the outside, the same place where Hamilton made his move in 2022. Is he going to try to switch back into the Hanger straight? No, yeah, he backs up, and understandably so. I think he would have to give that position back anyway, because it was a little bit of a dirty move, hitting his rear diffuser and then his left side pod. So I think the in-game stewards would have made him give that position back anyway.
Even though it's really like 5 tenths advantage to Melforce there after all the contact, I don't know if they'll be needed to be given to the stewards, because we do have a steward. He is in the Twitch chat here. You can say hi to him. His name is Venny. I don't know if that will be led to a penalty, but in my opinion, I think
that's
how it is.
I think it's
going down the inside.
A little bit of move into into Brooklands, and what a move it was. But Melforce are going to try to switch back and try and take back the position, saying no thank you to Potato Pilot. What a sequence of moves we have going on here. Potato Pilot going down the inside, he saw the door open, he went for the gap, but Melforce said no thank you and snatched that position right back.
Yeah, he saved up his... Oh, he's gone wide there, but Melforce did save up his battery after he knew Potato Pilot was gaining. But as we see, Potato Pilot,
I was going to say, there's no way you make a move into Maggots and Beckets. He's clipping the grass a bit. He's desperately looking for that opportunity. He wants to get past. He's frustrated now, and that's going to motivate him a lot to try riskier and riskier moves. He's going to use... he's not using his ERS. No, he is using his ERS a little bit there. Yeah, well placed, exactly. Dominique setting the fastest lap of 1:41.581. Can Potato Pilot maybe try another move down the inside? Hopefully no contact this time. He's gone around the outside. He's looking for a little switch back, but he kind of fails it there.
As we see on the rear of Melforce, the drivers are trying to avoid the big red curbs around at Vale. It would just kill the
exactly,
car.
and on Abbey as well, turn number 1. They will literally obliterate you. They're bad enough when it's dry, but when it's wet, that's just going to end your race like right there and then. So you cannot touch those red curbs. You have to be so careful.
As we see Potato Pilot here, taking as much track as needed because he's getting so close to the rear and the tyres of Melforce here. There's definitely no way he's going to make a move. But as we see, the battery has been used up a lot by Melforce. Down
exactly.
To
35%. He's gonna have to recharge, and that's gonna leave him vulnerable to Potato Pilot, who's already putting the pressure underneath. He needs to get this move done because it's really going to compromise his race. He can probably catch up to McDreamy as well if he can just get past Melforce, either now into Cops, which I don't think he will, or on the Hanger Straight, or maybe even in the Hamilton Straight if he can't do that.
Yeah, Potato Pilot is committing to every turn to compare to Melforce ahead of him, but this is about the long game here because really no driver should make a pit stop here, but because Potato Pilot is using so much of his tyres.
Exactly, there's a little bit of oversteer there, so that's gonna wear him a bit as well, and that's gonna leave him vulnerable to Potato Pilot. He's looking down that left hand side. He can see a little bit of a gap. He's gonna move to the right hand side. Is he gonna make the move into Stone? Backs out a little bit, understandably so. It was a little bit risky. I think he could have maybe gone for that, but I think Melforce is doing well. He's using his battery really well in this section. His Potato Pilot maybe going to try and make a move here. Is he going to do what he tried to do before?
Better exit.
Yeah, but a really good exit, but it's not enough. He still decides to back out there as they go into Abbey, where they start all over again. He's got another 5.8 kilometres to get past. Is he going to go down the inside of Abbey? No, he has to back out again.
He's just backed out over and over again. He's just going to be using those tyres for nothing, for no position.
Exactly. I think he just needs to hang back now. He can't keep taking risks like this or looking for moves like he just needs to save these tyres for when he actually has a chance to overtake. Like now on the Wellington Straight, really good chance to overtake. Is he too far back? I say he's close enough. It's just about again, if only they had DRS, because then we'd see so many more overtakes.
Yeah, it would create much more. I thought it was going to be closer than it was, but really, this fight that we're watching here is just reminding me of 2022 Austria, really, when Charles Leclerc kept on diving down the inside and backing out. But thing is, let's say Potato Pilot is Charles Leclerc, because he is the one trying to make the moves that keeps on backing out. He actually won the race, so I'm just saying, I'm putting my money on Potato Pilot for no reason here. But
what, to win the race or just to get
to win the race?
Really?
But I actually am.
All right,
it's going to be close. But as we see,
Potato Pilot can't really see. Big contact, and that's Potato Pilot off. What will be said about that? I think, I don't know whose fault that was. We didn't really get a good view of that, but I think that might have just been a racing incident. I don't think Melforce saw him, and understandably so. That spray is really bad. But he is getting closer to McDreamy now, so we could see another move being made, and that top 3 finally being able to go. He's going to dive down the inside of turn number 16. He's going to go around the outside of 17, trying to make the switch back. A little bit of contact there, and through goes Potato Pilot, reminiscent of the move against Leclerc and Perez from Hamilton in 2022. He's done exactly that. He saw the door open. And at the 4th time of asking at that corner, he finally gets past. He can finally chase after McDreamy without Mel's fours pestering him about the position. And there's a contact. He spun. All that for nothing.
No.
He spun. That is devastating.
Oh, that is a very.
That is just devastating. He did all that. He made such a good move for nothing. Melford's getting past now into the points position, technically podium position, but for this configuration, it is just the points position.
Oh, you got to feel for Potato Pilot on that.
That's so unlucky.
So well.
He's-
McDreamy cutting, but.
I mean, he did go off before, and he caught up in like pretty much one lap. I think he caught up on the same lap, to be honest. So I don't think he'll have much difficulty catching up. He's already making up so much time on McDreamy.
Yeah, the thing is, you got to remember, we are only on lap 7 out of 26. There's a lot of time for him to catch up. Yeah, Venny, very unlucky, as you say, for Potato Pilot. It is just, you expect that to happen.
Here's the thing, do we look at that though? Because that, again, it is close, but then do we look at that? Because we haven't really got any good angles. We're going to have to watch the replay.
After the race.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe if Potato Pilot clips that and sends it to us, we could review it and then we can probably make our decision.
But we could use our broadcast coverage if we did get a good angle. I don't really remember, but I think it was alright.
It kind of looked like, I think Potato Pilot, he tried to go for the move down in the inside of turn 5. I think he should have just stayed back. And then in the end, it was just unlucky. He clipped McDreamy, and then that's what caused him to spin. So I think McDreamy got a bit lucky to get away with that. But I don't know. It's always so tough to tell in these situations, especially real F1. You've seen penalties handed out for arguably the wrong person. We've seen Lando Norris getting a 5-10 second penalty in Texas in 2024.
Yeah.
So me personally, I think that was Max Verstappen's fault pushing him wide. But yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah.
Yeah. The whole race has been really close, hasn't it? Except the split between
the split between third place and even second and first is Dominique's just really, really controlled. And considering Coco's raced in F4 and he's got all that real life experience, that's impressive to have a 7.4 second gap ahead of him. But again, it could just be because of the weather. I think he's just more used to it.
Yeah, nobody, not even us, were expected. All a bit squabbly, out of Vale we go, but of course he has a 8 second gap really.
Exactly,
so
he does have the fastest lap, so there will be an extra point or points for the fastest lap. Are we doing just 1 point, or are we doing more points for the fastest lap?
I think what we'll do, I tried to inform the drivers before the race. I just said a few points, but we can decide. We can we can ask the chat that maybe. Venny.
We'll probably
Venny.
Venny.
Either one. So okay.
I think we should just do one, 2, or 3. Because again, there's no drivers.
Yeah.
So even then, we will only do one. So I think we should just do one.
Venny, you choose. How many points should be awarded to the fastest lap? 1, 2, or 3 points? You choose in chat. You might be deciding the World Championship, maybe. You never know. It could be the difference.
It's the first race. We still got 9 races after this.
There could be a 3-point gap between the final finishes. For me, 1. All right. So.
All right, we'll do 1 point then. Yeah?
Normal.
1 point, yeah.
So
I think that seems fair because normally we would have probably given 1 point anyway. So I think that seems fair.
I have seen Potato Pilot. I have been looking at his time throughout these couple of laps since he's been stuck behind after making that contact and spinning. He has been catching up to McDreamy. Getting closer and closer.
It's not been as fast as him versus Mel Falls, and I think that's a problem. I think he's used his tyres too much. I think he's wasted them on those constant battles with Mel Falls, and I think that's really just cost him now. I think he's finally starting to see the consequences for his actions, if you will.
Yeah, going wide. I agree with you, but I did say earlier I'm putting in my money on him for winning. I'm just hoping for a safety car for him.
I just want to point out now, I did say the estimated time was 29.6 seconds. Theoretically, Coconut and Dominique, well maybe not Coconut, but Dominique can pit and he could get away with pitting for new wets or inters, depending on how the weather changes now. So I think it's just worth noting, there could be a little bit of change regarding the strategy.
Yeah, because the gap's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until, if they like.
Exactly, and either way, even if he pits and he can't overtake Coconut, he'll still be in second. So that'll be valuable points, considering it's reduced points because of the issues. But we see Potato Pilot. I may have spoken to you soon because he's finally caught up to McDreamy after about 3 laps after being spun.
Pretty quick actually.
It is actually, yeah, pretty quick. Quicker than I expected.
You can tell by the dried out racing line, this is going to create a lot of like overheating.
Exactly, he can't go off and he's going to try and go around the outside, attempt forward, tiny bit of contact again. You don't want to repeat that. Stay back, stay back. I think he needs to wait until the Wellington straight. This is going to be really, really close between them now. He doesn't want to repeat what happened in turn 5 3 laps ago. He doesn't want to make up the 3-second gap again. Is he going to go down the inside? He's being a bit patient, fair enough. He's taking it safely rather than overtake E.
I might be wrong here, but I don't know if they're just going wide or not, but Potato Pilot is taking the wide line in most corners, which could make him realise that he's trying to make him realise that he's actually reserving his tyres, because if you stay on the wet line,
could be
less.
Yeah,
wet.
exactly. It does also cool him down. As Dominique gets the fastest time, 1:41.046. So he, to be fair, if he is tuned in on the stream, he's heard us. He knows we're giving the extra points. So I think he's just trying to just double down, increase that lap. But I think the dry line is now making him really much quicker. And I think that's how Potato Pilot's able to catch up so quickly.
Yeah, I don't really know. I hope no drivers experiment this, because I might be wrong here, but if you did just stay on the dry line, or the dryish line I should say, could you go on inters, which would of course be faster? I might be wrong.
I don't know. We've experimented that in the past. So I think you can remember Suzuka in both career modes. It was
very hectic.
It was not good. Very hectic. There was no good tyre. The inters were bad and the dries were bad. So, in my opinion, they need to make another tyre.
Yeah.
Just scrap the 2026 regulations. Just make another tyre.
Yeah. Thing is, we never used the wet tyres throughout the whole 2024 season, I think. Especially in Brazil.
No, we used it once. No, we did use it in Brazil.
The full wets though. Sorry,
no, we did use it.
I should elaborate, as in like.
Do you mean? Oh wait, do you mean in the race?
Yeah, during the qualifying. Remember, it got cancelled on Saturday because they
even then, I think they still used the full wets.
Yeah, no, it's hard to remember. It's been a long time.
It has. Yeah.
As we see now, a 32-second gap between Melforce and Coconut.
Jesus Christ! Now both of them can pit now. This. I think we could see. I think we could see a bit of strategy play from the top two. Don't know about. Melforce could theoretically pit, but then I don't see what that could do for him. McDreamy's struggling a bit, and Beckett's
gone wide on McDreamy.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's on the grass now, around the outside, into turn number 14 goes Potato Pilot, finally getting past McDreamy cleanly this time, we should say. Pretty good move. He saw the gap. He saw McDreamy struggling and used that to his own advantage. And even now, McDreamy's still struggling. So I think just difficulty. I think he got onto the wet part of the track and just made him lose control. Oh, so a good bit close to contact there.
To my statistics, I think that's going to be the last move for a while, because you could tell by Potato Pilot gaining 5 seconds after that spin.
Exactly. So he's gonna gap McDreamy pretty quickly, and if he can catch up to Melforce, I think he can. A little bit of drifting from McDreamy. He's really struggling now.
Especially on these high-speed corners.
Yeah.
You just can't. You can't.
I
touch the curb.
think they all need to come in, except for I think realistically, they all need to come in. Except for Potato Pilot, because he's the only one that can actually make this work. Everyone else seems to be struggling.
As we do see McDreamy improving just under a tenth on his lap, so he's definitely improving after getting the pressure off him from Potato Pilot. But I've just realised...
he's already made up a whole second in like 4 corners.
Yeah, as we see Potato Pilot... I'm going to say...
How are you doing this?
Potato Pilot is the driver of the day, even though Dominique making those gaps, I know that's impressive enough, but Potato Pilot spinning and coming back into third, or nearly third actually, is impressive.
This could be a really, really great comeback. It's also, again, worth mentioning, they're now in the same order that they started. I actually didn't realise until just now. So it's a little bit poetic, a little bit cyclical, halfway through the race, and the same as they started. So I think it just shows how unpredictable it is, but at the same time, this race has been kind of boring. So if only it was dry.
I wouldn't actually call it boring. I would just call it
I wouldn't say boring, but
competitive,
like
fast racing.
just not much has really happened, especially with the top two. The only real time that there was a little battle with the top two was at the start, and then a little bit on the first lap, and then there's a massive gap, and then the massive gap between Mel Falls and Coconut. So
yeah, all drivers either really take the wide line or take the apex on the curb on the fast corners, but spin a bit. Like they're risking their tyre.
I think that's kind of. I think Potato Pilot. He's kind of trying to do both, I guess. I think he's taking wide lines, but he's trying to clip the apexes really well. He is doing so really well.
So as we see, Coconut, even though he's driving, has just chatted.
This guy.
I guess he does have a 40-second.
Yeah, I know, but bro.
He has asked, "Are Inter's going to be better?" To be honest, I can't say anything because I had my own league race with FTR Racing. I thought the Inters were better, but no, they're not.
Another fastest lap for Dominique. That track is either him or the track. I can't even tell anymore. It's starting to work well in his favour. It's worth pointing out he is getting close. I think he is in the no, Coconut's in the pits now. So I think he's
That's a mistake. That's a mistake. I should have told him. That is a mistake.
No, but why do you no, but the thing is,
that's miserable. That's ruined his race.
Yeah, no, there's too much standing water, I think. But either way, he's still got about 10 seconds to Mel Falls behind. Yes. So even then, I think, it's so tough to tell. There's so much standing water, but then the dry line looks good enough. Enters, a little bit of contact with Potato Pilot. Mel Falls again. Potato Pilot try down the inside, another bit of contact. These two will not stop. They've given us so much entertainment this race. Their battles have been non-stopping. It's just so good. Not Dominique, McDreamy's in the pits now as well. I think either he's going to put on those tyres or he's going to put on another set of wets, because I can definitely tell he's definitely struggling. Coconut, we can confirm now, he is on the wets. He got 18 seconds to Mel Falls.
Let's see how he's doing on the second sector.
Theoretically, he could go back onto the wets, but then he'll be fourth. And then McDreamy, I don't know. Again, it's just always so tough to tell.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. After the Maggots and Beckett's and Shackle, when he crosses, when he goes through those turns,
Dominique,
see how
Dominique coming into the pits now as well. I think they know something that we don't. I think they're taking a risk, or they know something we don't about the track condition.
Well, we're going to find out in a second now.
We are going to find out.
Does he improve?
No, it's just the pits. It's just the pits. Don't worry.
I thought it would just show that it's oversect, not the whole.
No, what? Oh no. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Well, we're back here on board with Potato Pilot. Can't manage to make them. I think he's losing grip.
Yeah, really wide. I think.
I say they pit now. Even though I think I was wrong, I say they pit.
Honestly, yeah. Just for any wet tyre now, I think you should just pit. I think
over a second off his best time. It's time to pit, boys. It's really time to pit.
It's time to pit, boys.
Well, will we see Mel Falls come into the pits now? Yes, he does.
We do see him, and Potato Pilot follows him in. I think he was just waiting to see what Mel Falls did there, and he does come in. They both come in.
And it's a 10-second.
No!
Oh, going back to right with Potato Pilot after that spin, but he's sped in the pit.
Oh, that's just so unlucky. They
won't even serve it now.
It's exact. That's just. That is so unlucky.
Remember, I don't know if were we on board with him? I don't think we were. If we were, we can check the speed.
I think we were. We can double check the speed.
You know, if he was within 3 miles an hour,
you know what?
We'll give him.
Should we say 5?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5. You know what? Yeah, we'll say if you're in 5, we'll let you off on that one.
Yeah, it's very surprising. 10 seconds.
That's so unlucky. If it wasn't 5, that is just.
But we do say around here that if it is 3 miles an hour over the speed limit, we bring it down to a 5-second time penalty, because 10 seconds is just disgraceful. It's not realistic enough.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I guess To be fair, you can't really say what is realistic because you've seen drivers get like 10-second penalties for like the minorest infractions, the minimalist infractions, I guess you could say. I don't know the word for it.
I've also just realised Melforce has put on another full wet. It's very surprising, different to the others.
Well, no, I guess it gives us a bit of a comparison now. We can kind of see, but I think those full wet, not full wets. I think the Inters are faster.
They are much faster.
They go round the outside.
Contact again
Of turn number.
He's pushed
10.
him off the track.
They're getting frustrated now. This is getting really heated. This is definitely going to have to go to the stewards. This rivalry between the two now is getting incredibly heated. This is definitely going to the stewards now, because this is going to end up with one of them crashing out. This is really starting to
get aggressive.
deteriorate. Yeah, exactly. It's starting to deteriorate. It's similar to how Max Verstappen would react. It's similar to like Max Verstappen versus Norris in Austria. They kept banging wheels, they kept aggravating each other, and eventually it led to both their races being ruined. More contact around the outside of Melforce. He's pushed in wide again. These two
Switchback.
will not stop. Switchbacks, move operator.
Well, I think we can officially say now Inters are the fastest tyre.
It has
but
to be.
I knew Potato Pilot wasn't going to catch up to second place, but Melforce is slowing him down by a lot and more contact again.
This is really bad, but Potato Pilot going to go round the outside of turn number 4, all the way round the outside, and he's hit, and I told you, there is contact, that has ruined his race, and what will be said about that? This is going to the stewards no matter what. I don't care what anyone says, this is becoming dangerous for both Melforce and Potato Pilot now. This needs to be sorted immediately now.
This is just getting too out of hand, I can agree. But even though the points only go to top 3, if Melforce gets a penalty after the race, because it won't be given to him during the race because it's just too complicated, but Melforce could even finish 5th here now if he gets added penalties from Benny and us. So,
I think we've been quite. I think we'll be lenient, to be honest. I think the stewards will be lenient with the lap 7 incident at turn 4 with McDreamy. I think they'll be lenient with the chicane as well, but this is just dirty racing at this point now. I think something needs to be said about this.
Yeah, the defending from Melforce is just too aggressive. He's just blindly turning into different sections of the track. It's a bit unfair.
Yeah, but then at the same time, the spray could also be a problem with Potato Pilot, so maybe he can't see like clearly where he's going, and then Melforce is getting frustrated because Potato Pilot's still trying to make moves even when he can't. He's not really sure. He's not really confident that those moves will stick. So they just need to be laser focused from now on. They just need to put this beside. They need to just put the rivalry beside and just race.
Yeah, as we see Potato Pilot here, he didn't. I'm surprised he hasn't got any damage on his front wing after all that contact on his front.
I think
end
he's got a little bit,
around.
to be honest. I think I saw his end plate fly off. That could have just been like the effects, but I'm pretty sure I did see his front wing fly off a little bit.
I think it was effects because
it's close
again.
Yeah. Ay, caramba. Big.
Very close. Even though after the race, Potato Pilot will have the penalty or a 5-second penalty added on if he was 3 mile an hour over the limit. He shouldn't make it down the inside and Cop's too risky.
No, he can't make it. No, exactly. We remember the crash with Verstappen and Hamilton. That was a big crash. We do not want that to happen again.
Benny. Yeah, Potato Pilot does need to chill, but I don't think he's being the aggressive one here. I think it is Melforce.
I think it's been a mix of both, to be fair. I think they're both getting frustrated with each other because the collision of the chicane, I think that's frustrating Melforce, and then the collision just then at Luffield and turn 4 again. It's been turn 4 around down the inside. What a move! It's a story about Potato Pilot against his old rival. Exactly. Go.
Wow, what a move.
What a move. So sudden and unexpected.
Oh, what? We weren't expecting it. We were talking about the most random.
Exactly. We were talking about like stewards and penalties, and all of a sudden Potato Pilot goes and he does that. What a move.
That will have to be I think, voted as the best overtake
That has
of the race.
That has to be, yeah. That has to.
Oh,
be
but he's
the driver
gone
of the day.
wide,
No,
he's
gone wide again. No, falls more
Bad
contact.
entry. That could be.
More contact. And
Nearly taking him out.
This battle is turning into a war. I don't know how to describe it. This is just.
I think that's Potato Pilot gone now, but can he gain an extra 4 seconds that could save him his 3rd position spot?
Exactly.
We don't know about the
again,
penalties
exactly. I mean, he does. He seems to be enjoying these conditions way more than Melfors, and I think McDreamy is also enjoying these conditions more. He started to catch up. I think that could mainly just be because of the fighting. They're holding each other up, but then I think also there's just way more grip now, and I think the dry line could be Inter's conditions. Melfors going wide again. Yeah, I think he should have just gone into those Inters when he had the chance.
Yeah,
so, poor strategy from him, I think.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for him as well. Like, I mean, really every driver's had their moment except for the top 2. McDreamy were basically the disconnection.
Yeah.
Melfors.
I think that's mainly just what ruined his race.
But Potato Pilot, everything's gone right with him physically in a way, but electronically, the penalty hasn't been that great.
No.
But as you see, already 4 seconds gaining, so you never know. Even with the existing penalty, he could still catch 3rd hit.
It looks like he's got 7 laps to do so, and he's assuming he makes up a second lap. He can theoretically, on paper, he can get himself out of that range where he will be demoted a position. But ideally, I think he just wants to finish in the top 4, or at least just ahead of Melfors at this point.
Yeah, as we see McDreamy now, he is making a pretty decent comeback here after Melfors. We'll try to see if Melfors has any damage, but no, I think he's fine there. Yeah. But McDreamy is catching up on those Inters to compare to Melfors on those old
I'm
wets.
going to be honest now, I think this is Inter's conditions as well. There is a lot of standing water, fine. You can argue there is so much standing water that it could still be classified as full wets. But I think now, in terms of raw pace on that dry line, is definitely Inter's now. And I think McDreamy's he's got a massive advantage over Melfors because of those tyres.
Yeah, with McDreamy having his favourite track to be at Imola, because you know how technical, twisty, turny it is. Maybe he has a bit of an advantage here to compare to Melfors because he's probably practiced around Imola on his favourite track, so
exactly.
he is catching up. So
and you've got lots of technical corners. You've got Magnussen Beckett's, you've got the chicane of 16, 17, 18. You've got Luffield, turn 3, 4 and 5. This track is really, it's a mix of long straights and really technical corners. So I think mainly he's better in those areas I just said, Magnussen Beckett's and stuff.
Yeah, you got to mainly feel bad though for McDreamy because he has been sim racing for 2 years, very impressive, committing to all the driving he wants. But this is his first F1 League race.
Yeah,
so
we've seen him in the community races as well. He's had when he didn't disconnect, he had really good pace. His AI even won a race. So I think that
shows a lot.
Yeah, that shows a lot about like his driving style. It's kind of, I think his AIs learn from him rather than his AIs learn from him rather than him learning from the AI. Oh, never mind. I think I spoke too soon.
After all that catching
wide.
up.
I think I might have distracted him. I apologise for that. I can remember.
Oh God, we thought the comeback was coming, but he is on one of the oldest tyres here, but unlucky.
Just because of that, I think that's
ruined his race.
I think that's allowed Potato Pilot to just get out of that 10-second range. I think by 0.8 seconds. Now, McDreamy's still struggling. He had a tiny bit of oversteer coming into Brooklands.
It's been all like aggressive fighting throughout the whole race, but I think it's finally come to an end. Big gaps to every driver.
I think we could do with a break, to be honest.
I wish we could put an ad break on for a bit.
Honestly, there might be an ad break right now that we don't know.
Yeah, we should have done something.
No,
would have been the perfect time. No.
Oh, I get so annoyed whenever I get ads on Twitch. So annoyed.
Yeah. So we won't do that to you guys in the chat. We're not that mean.
I'm gonna be honest. Last night I got like a 2-minute YouTube ad. Well, it wasn't a 2-minute ad. It was like, it has like a combination.
Yeah.
It gave me like 6 ads. It gave me like 6 ads.
Yeah.
What has happened to YouTube?
YouTube has been getting progressively worse and worse, and it's blue flags as we
have. Blue
have.
flags. Yes, our first lap. I think honestly, we saw it coming. Dominic Lappin,
Yes.
his teammate, we saw it coming. He's been absolutely superb this race. He's controlled the field so well. A little bit of oversteer there. But honestly, even if he were to like go off, him and Coconut, it doesn't matter for them anymore. It only matters for Potato Pilot now, who is around 9 seconds ahead of Mel Force. He could get himself out of that demotion from the 10-second penalty, regardless of if we knock it down to 5 seconds after review. He could. They might not even need a review if he could just get 1 more second.
Yellow flags.
Yeah, we got a yellow flag. I think that's even McDreamy.
I think it's fine here.
Yeah, probably. I think a little bit wide. Again, I
Hard
don't
to
know
tell.
because we can't really. Yeah, it's not like the F1 footage. They don't just randomly switch. We have to manually switch. So after
Yeah,
we have
very
to
hard
we
to.
have to choose when to change focus, and then obviously it's going to be yeah.
Yeah, top speeds have been decreased definitely, not only by the rain and loss of grip, but because of all bit squabbly, but
Yeah.
because of everyone having to put extra wing downforce so they don't spin, but they're all managing to spin. Like, it's very
Yeah.
hard out there.
And it must be
For all
said,
the
like you
drivers.
said at the beginning of qualifying, they did not have the setups already. They did not know it was going to rain. So dreaming now 3 second penalty. What's that for? That can't be for track limit, surely. I don't think I saw him
Don't
go
know.
off.
I think if he sends in a clip, we can get rid of that, but really, what difference is it?
Yeah,
gonna
no. Mel 4's now being lapped by Dominique, and I assume if he can keep that pace up, Potato Pilot might be his next victim. Speaking of Potato Pilot, he's got himself out of that 10-second penalty range.
Wow, amazing.
So if he could just keep himself there, keep pushing until the end of the race. He's got 4 laps until the end of the race. If we could just keep pushing, we won't need to review it. He'll be fine. And obviously, we can review it and knock it down to 5 seconds if he wants us to. But at the end, it really won't matter because he'll still finish P3 and
Yeah.
get those 6 points.
No need to look at that, but thing is there also a need to look at all the contact that happened between Melforce and Potato Pilot? Because I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
Yeah,
even if
but
it's a penalty.
then that kind of sets a tone for what might be to come in the future. Because we can let that slide now, but then when we've got all the drivers again, because the PS servers coming back,
Yeah, don't know how long that'll take though. That's the problem.
No, exactly. It could be. Oh yeah, what are we planning to do? Because I am going to Turkey from Saturday to Saturday, so I'll be gone for the next 2 Saturdays. So what are you?
I think I should
planning
be
to do?
around, but
Do you want to continue the race anyway?
I think I could by
Alright.
myself.
Yeah.
Because we just
Yeah,
want
you
to get
got
this
this.
season underway and going fully.
No, exactly. I can teach you my ways.
Oh, no. And
Oh,
why?
okay. I can't teach him my ways.
Bit squabbly out of
It's incredibly squabbly.
out of Chapel, coming into Stone now, just keeping it calm and collectively. I'm surprised, but glad we haven't had a single safety
Yeah.
car because Dominique and Coconut both have a big gap between them, nearly the same 45 seconds. So impressive race for both of them, even though we thought it would have been closer during qualifying because of the similar lap times. It's just been coming down to large gaps and overlapping. really.
Yeah. It's also worth noting, this is the first league he has ever been in, and this is the first league race he's ever been in. He's dominated so well. And I remember in the community races as well, he won our first 2 out of 5 that we did. He has really proved himself. I think again, I know it's the first race, I think he could be a really good contender for the championship.
And I've just seen Coconut back in the chat. He's put it
We
again.
put it twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I didn't notice the
we've,
second one.
we've been so focused on other drivers, even though
Yeah, I
nothing much has
guess.
happened. He's just gone into pits
Yeah, I
collectively and
think-
just got another inters.
I think that's it now. There's nothing else you can do.
Wait. That could be for a fastest lap here, actually. Why can't
Oh,
I?
maybe he does have newer tyres.
There we go.
Yeah, the question is the fast lap. The question is, can he get that fastest lap? He's 5/10 behind, so
It's I don't know, but you never know. Anything's possible in the sport of F1.
yeah,
We've
and
been going
anything's
through-
possible in this race. Potato Pilot certainly proved that from last to third again. Actually, no, from last to fourth and then to third. He's got that position on Mel 4s. 1, 2, again, still as they were. McDreamy back into 5th. I don't think he can get back in front of Mel Fors. I think that spin earlier cost him. So I think it's the only real moment of action now is just to wait until either Coconut gets the fastest lap, which he might do a bit squabbly into turn number 13, 12, 13 and 14. But like I said, we're going to have to wait until the end of this lap and next lap, and then finally announce the winner of the British Grand Prix to most certainly be Dominique, unless something bad happens like he crashes out, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, so I think what Coconut's doing here, he is saving all his ERS. What is he? Is he giving it to the AI?
What?
Has he just given it to the AI and they pit?
Excuse me?
Wait, let's look at the gap,
Yeah. There is enough gap, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Is this it? No, I think this is his second stop.
No, this is his third stop.
No, check.
Stops.
No, yeah, this is his second stop.
No, this is third.
No.
I saw it before.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Yeah, pretty good pit, no issues there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that is his
stop.
first stop. What's he doing? I don't know if this is the fastest lap.
Because I saw he had 6 lap old tyres, so
Maybe.
gonna be my run. So that's what he says in chat.
Yeah, alright, he's going for it. He wants that extra point. He knows he can't win this race. No offense, he has been driving really, really well. And take nothing away from him. Not Coconut, Potato Pilot's probably about to be lapped by Dominique now. I think he's going to let him pass into the Hamilton straight. And rightly so. I think Dominique doesn't really want to finish this race behind anyone. He wants to get past. He wants this all to himself. A 1:10 gap. This... I know it's from the pits, but this is just extraordinary. He's controlled this race so well, and he's got every right to celebrate every aspect of this race. He has literally got the Grand Slam. He's led quali, and he's led every part of this race.
Wow,
so
that is...
He's actually got the Grand Slam in his first race, and our first race as established as FTR.
Yeah, this is just getting more impressive and impressive. But will we see Coconut 8-1-8-8 get the fastest lap? Well, we don't know yet, but as we see Dominic coming through Luffield now, going through Woodcote, just... I was going to say common collectively, but he's going everywhere. He's really just going everywhere.
He needs to focus. I understand what he's going through. He's feeling all that adrenaline in his heart's probably pumping so fast. He's got every right to celebrate this win. It's a huge statement to the rest of the drivers in FTR and to us as well. I was certainly not expecting this to happen in tonight's race. I don't think you were expecting this to happen as well. You said Potato Pilot. Oh, how wrong you were. Potato Pilot, he's not going to let him pass, but it doesn't matter. So Dominique round Stowe, he can finally cement himself as the first ever winner of FTR in our first ever race. The Grand Slam is his. The crowd is rising. We are giving him his all. They are giving him their all. Dominique wins the British Grand Prix and is our first ever race winner as an FTR driver and in FTR. It's so controlled the entire race. The Polish man becomes the king of Silverstone, bragging rights for a year, and I have no doubt that he'll continue. To put in these performances again and again and again. Superb, simply lovely.
So we're going through on the lap with Coconut. On his final lap, he's trying everything. He's used so much ERS. I don't know how well he's done. He is one whole second.
I think that is going to be enough. If we go back quickly,
coming on that hanger straight, coming fast into Stowe now, gone a bit wide. Doesn't have the ERS, but I think it's looking good. It's looking good.
1.3.
Coming into Vale now.
Yeah, 1.3 is going to be enough. It is definitely going to be enough.
He's coming into Vale now, avoiding all the sausage curbs. Coming through fast on the accelerator. Doesn't have any deploy.
This is going to be really, really close. Can he take that 1 point away?
And it's the fastest
he does. That's going to be an extra point. He takes it away from Dominique. That's going to help him out a lot in the Drivers' Championship. Only 1 point behind now instead of what would have been 3 because of the fastest lap for Dominique. And now Potato Pilot, who will claim the final points position for this race, will claim the 6 points for McLaren to cement himself as the first one out of the 3
Yeah.
finish on the podium. And there he
Good
goes,
drive.
crossing the line. Yeah, good drive to finish third. That is your order. Dominique Yu, Coconut, Potato Pilot, Mel Fours, and McDreamy. But I think it's just a tough day for Mel Fours.
And drive of the day, I agree with Coconut.
Yeah, I'd agree. In my opinion, I think I would say Potato Pilot. His performance tonight has just been so incredible.
Yeah, as I would like to say, shout out to you, Coconut. Full traction control, on controller, easy, but the rain was hard. I can all agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every driver found that hard.
I would probably crash out in the first race, but yeah, there you go. Your podium, Dominique Yu is your winner.
So, nice to conclude the race right there with the fastest lap at the end from Coconut. That's going to help him in the championship, giving him a total of 7 points, I think.
Coconut or
yes, Coconut.
No, that will give him 9 because he would have had 8, but then that fastest lap gives him 9.
Yep. So good way to conclude the race.
Yeah.
Few penalties there and
You got
there.
a few penalties. Yeah, one for McDreamy and one for Potato Pilot. I don't think we need to take a look at the Potato Pilot speeding. We can if he wants to, but there's no point. If we look at that race director.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lap 18, Mel Fours. I think that's deserved, to be honest. I think he lost his emotions a bit there.
Yeah, very good race. Few incidents on the race director there and there, but
I've just noticed as well, Potato Pilot got another penalty at the end for not serving his other penalty.
what? How does that
No,
work?
I don't think. Yeah, how can you,
Wait,
how?
we'll
What?
take that away from him. Wait.
Yeah, no.
What does that?
I don't
mean?
think that did anything, but.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It's fine.
Probably
say.
just a glitch in the game. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was going to say that's a bit weird.
Tense.
But there we go. Thus concludes the debut race for FTR. We thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you had a good time. We certainly had a good time. But big congratulations to our point scorers and podium finishers. Once again, first place with 10 points, Dominique Yu. Second place with 9 points, Coconut 8188. And in third place, your McLaren boy, your Potato Pilot 1770. Taking home the 6 points for McLaren. And that will help them in the Drivers' Championship.
So I'm just wondering if Dominique will be able to take an interview on the Discord. I'll ask him now. Dominique, can you interview?
Yes. It's worth noting. We're gonna, if there is anyone on a PS watching this now, we're just gonna clarify quickly. Next race, which should be on the 15th of February, same time, 7 p.m. UK time, for PlayStation users who are affected by the servers, we will be giving them double points in the race. It will be normal points, so like 25, 18, 15, 12, etc. But we'll be giving the PlayStation people double points just so they'll have a fairer chance in the Drivers' Championship just because they missed this race.
Potato Pilot's just asked, can we interview second and third? I think we should.
Yeah,
He deserves
I
it.
think we should, yeah.
So we will go from third place to first.
Yes.
I'll just quickly tell them now so they know what's happening.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, it's going to be double points for any PlayStation person affected by the servers today. So if you missed the race and you weren't affected by the servers, you'll be given normal points. So the Xbox people who raced tonight will be given normal points, and people who did not attend for any other reason except the servers will not be given double points. It's only going to be the PlayStation users, just to give them a fair chance, because I don't think it's fair that we give them like nothing. But yeah, that's it. So once again, this was the debut race for FTR held in Silverstone. Next time we'll meet you in 1 week. Well, I won't be there, but my commentary partner will be there to meet you in Suzuka, Japan in a week's time. Thank you.
So we're actually going to interview fourth place as well, because I think we do need a bit of insight of all that contact that happened. Good race out there, Forceland. Do you have anything else? Do you have anything to say about all that contact that happened?
Across the track and just touched the track and
Yeah, it was very close. We could see all the
very high
contact.
race. he takes the lead.
Yeah, like, I think maybe if he deserved a penalty from hitting you, that 10-second maybe suited him well, so I guess he can't really complain about much.
I guess, yeah.
It was a good race from you.
Yeah. I just want to say a big congratulations. I know it was hard like that because of the rain, but I think you did a really, really good job, so yeah, well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries, mate. We'll see you in Japan, alright? Take care.
Yeah. Good luck. Warm up for Japan. See you next time. Alright, now as we will interview Potato Pilot.
Yes, Potato Pilot. And then we've got Coconut and Dominic left. And then that's it.
Yep, so going to interview him now. Good race from him. We expect him to have a lot to say, really. Good race out there. Unlucky on the 10-second, though.
What's up?
Yeah, I mean, at least you got third. You got you into points on your first ever race for FTR. How do you feel about that?
So when I got the 10-second penalty, I stressed out and I was really mad. But then I saw that the Aston Martin didn't pit for Inter, so I think to myself that I can get a 10-second gap on him, and I did.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did very good to improve to get that
Yeah,
10-second gap.
you spun 2 times, and I'm really impressed. You managed to catch up really, really fast. I was honestly really surprised that you managed to do that.
Yeah, in our opinion, you are the driver of the day.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, good luck for warming up to Japan. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take care, bye. So, who was second place? Coco.
Yeah, Coco. I think he's got a lot. Well, it was certainly unlucky. I think we got to talk to him about the start
Yep.
because I think it was just a bit unlucky. I don't know if it was poor reaction or just bad traction. Hey, that rhymed. Is he not joining?
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
We'll give him a few more minutes,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's going to join the interview.
If not,
Hello, Coco. Good race. Nice fast lap on the last lap of the race. How do you feel about that? Yeah, how do you feel about the race after like gaining so much?
It was an alright race, to be honest. Could have done better, given I was on controller. I haven't been on it for 2 years, but well.
Yeah, we saw everyone struggling out there, but you were definitely the fastest, obviously,
Yeah.
with the fastest lap.
I think you just got a bit unlucky with the start. I don't know, was it like poor reaction or just bad traction?
Bad traction.
Yeah, we kind of saw that. I think I kind of could guess that. So I think you just got a bit lucky there. But you did really well to get second place, and well done on the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you have a good rest of your week. See you in Japan for the next race.
You too.
Yeah,
See
take
you,
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, as we come now to interview the first place driver.
Yes, Dominique. Oh, he's gonna have a lot to say. I guarantee. He must be so happy right now.
Yeah, no one can disagree that he wouldn't be happy. Hello, Dominique. Good race. Very good racing from you. How do you feel about that?
Good. Like everything was good, pace was good, setup was good. But I had some questions about the tires, but yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, it was very hard to tell. We couldn't tell at all if it was either wets or inters, but you made the good decision to
Yeah,
choose inters.
I think everyone just made a gamble. So I think everyone made a gamble. I think you pitted the perfect time and you controlled the race. I just want to point out you did get the Grand Slam. You literally you led every lap. So I'm really surprised. I'm really impressed about that. Well done.
Right.
Well, hopefully you have a good rest of your week. See you in Japan for the next race.
Bye bye. Take care.
It was easy because half of our players couldn't get on tonight, but I think in Japan, I am good in Japan, so I hope for the best.
Yeah, you are a good racer in general, but yeah, we hope we get the PlayStation players back on. But yeah, have a good rest of your week and see you next time.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
No worries, take care.
All right, we would like to conclude today's race weekend. Do you have anything to say?
I do indeed. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, drivers, for taking part in this monumental moment in not just our history, but I think sim racing history as well, as we establish ourselves as the newest league in F1 24. We hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in 1 week. Unfortunately, I will not be in there for the next 2 races, so my commentary partner will be taking the lead. He'll be taking the captain's hat. He'll be taking the wheel if you want.
I'll be the only commentator.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. I'll be back in probably 2 weeks for the 4th race, which I think is Abu Dhabi.
Could be right. I don't really know.
I can't remember. I made the calendar, but I haven't got it on my notes right now, so I'll have a look. But yeah, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in Japan. I wish you all good luck.
Yeah, I would like to say on my end, very good racing for everyone. Mostly fair, but a few fights, but also great to know people were chatting in Twitch. So, well, yeah, see you all in Japan. You'll just have me partnering with nobody for the next few races. But hopefully everyone watching has a good night, as well as the drivers. And see you in Japan.